Last time on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
Yes, there was an accident. It happened one day when we were practicing. But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnifi his daughter.
And that led to blackmail, I take it.
After that accident, there was one who came sniffing. He called himself a newsman at the time. In the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zach. I liked him not.
Were you on the trail of this case the whole time? I've been here the whole time.
Oh,
The idea of like Game Changer being hosted by Spark Brush.
Oh, no! No.
And now our talent will test their skills in teams of two.
End quote.
Drew Misham felt like he was being watched. But I felt it too. Journalists sure he is being watched. Don't you wonder why Zach Grammer got rubbed out after 7 years?
Oh, phrasing!
Right after coming into contact with me.
Oh, no, I would definitely not want you rubbing.
No, let's end that real quick.
I'll stop that sentence.
And yet, the art of it will exist somewhere. I dug up quite the scoop. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi Grammary at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Then Thalassa disappeared, quite suddenly at that, much like my last girlfriend. And Magnifi wouldn't say a word about it. Thalassa Grammary, Magnifi Grammary's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? Thalassa married Zach and had Trucy. It was her second marriage, actually. Her late husband was a performer too. Apparently, he died during some gig. Tragic, really. Thalassa has another child besides Trucy. This one she had with her previous husband. So there's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second.
They met when he joined us Grammaries as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then?
I have a photograph of her here. I couldn't help but notice those bracelets. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture.
So, that's why. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. She gave it to this boy, her son.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Sarah.
And I just
Did
threw my phone
I mess
on the
something
floor.
up, Pete?
I just threw my phone on the floor by accident.
Oh.
So I'm just going to grab that.
He went to put it down and then I just saw it go woo, boof on the floor.
It just flew out of my hand.
We'll just give Peter a
Right,
minute
well,
there.
professional recording quality and everything as you come to expect from us here at Disillusion Plays.
Well, you know.
Yes. I mean, would you expect anything else, viewers?
You know, I know we maintain the illusion that we are this sort of,
This
well,
disillusion.
that we do sort of have like a nice setup and all that, and that we're not just like a couple of people sat on a couple of like dining chairs in a living room looking at a TV when like without any soundproofing, and we have nice mics and a mixer and stuff. And obviously Taylor's got the proper setup, but Sarah and I are like proper cash.
Proper cash.
we don't have our epic gaming battle station.
There's only so much room in our house.
There
we have to make do with what we have.
There is. Okay, let's hop on in, everybody.
Let's go.
The secret is, I might have the setup, but I'm a talentless hack.
Oh my god,
Taylor.
that's mean.
Taylor. Schnookums.
Hi, Sarah.
My darling.
Yes. Hello.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up!
Stop being mean to my friend.
He wasn't being mean to me, though.
Well, I was about to say you're not my friend, but I didn't mean it in that way. I didn't mean it in that
you heard
way.
it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I did no.
You said she was
no.
about to say.
I was about to say, and it wasn't meant in a horrible way because it's like, you're
I know.
not my friend, you're my husband.
I know.
But I realised it would come out very
the pair
badly.
of which are mutually exclusive.
Go away.
I still think think it's kind of weird to when you describe like your significant other as also your best friend, because I feel like when you're describing them as your husband or wife or whatever, that it's kind of included in the friend category.
Have surpassed the friendship.
Yeah,
Those
you kind of.
You're out of the friend zone.
But I suppose maybe like I have a misguided view of it, because I suppose it's possible to be married to someone and also not be their friend. I just don't think of it that way, but I suppose I'm not that kind of person. So, yeah. Anyway.
Anywho.
So I suppose we
for
best talk to this asshole.
Oh.
I didn't say it particularly naughty.
No, I'll let you off.
I have walked a difficult road these past 7 years.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
Because you couldn't perform Magnify's repertoire?
Do not be deceived. Valet's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs.
Uh-huh.
No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way.
Ouch.
Zach Gramarye.
The very same. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought.
Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor. I'm sorry. Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime.
I'm sorry.
You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you?
That was terrible.
That was a great impression,
And
Daddy.
that was to my...
Thank you.
I don't like that you did that to my face. Honestly, I feel like I could sue you right now.
I'd like to see you try,
I would
Uncle
sue
Valen.
as personal slander. I remember it as if it were only yesterday. Yet, that was not the way of it in the end. For while he vanished, the suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zach finished to protect him.
Finished?
Vanished.
Pooey.
Finished.
I don't know why I saw finished. His partner Zach vanished to protect him.
Sorry, it
No, you're right.
does change the meaning of this sentence.
No, that's fine. Look, and that's fine. If it changes the meaning of the thing, then sure. I totally get that. It's just when it says, that's when it's a bit.
I mean, yeah, it says like, I finished him off. My good lord. Excuse me.
That's disgusting.
Well, at least it didn't call the basement.
That's what those thieving magpies of a press said.
I had no idea.
Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here I must stand, smiling at them all. What am I, if not a player in some fiendish farce?
Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnify's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here, to get the answer from you.
Aha! Got you!
Oh. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later.
The audience has no business stepping upon the stage.
But what if they're called up to be a volunteer? Booyah!
Ooh.
Shut up! They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight.
But if you stare at the spotlight, you'll go blind and won't be able to see anything.
Look.
Boom! Got him.
Look, they make sense if you don't think about them too much.
Name of your sex tape.
All right, when did Jake Peralta get here? Am I under arrest?
Not yet. That sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago.
Oh,
All
shall
right.
we use the 9 then? Or shall
The mighty number 9.
Or shall we... Oh, no, don't say that. Shall we present... Oopsie daisy.
Oh,
I didn't mean to press that. Shall we present something to him?
Mr. Hat.
Udis.
Yeah, I was supposed to Houdino.
Sorry, Mr. Hat.
Could you take a look at this, Mr. Valent?
Your forgiveness, I beg. Valent has eyes for naught but the preparations for his show. The Colosseum, the hot air balloon, the sign! Oh, and the balloon seller.
Ah, right. Sorry. What does the balloon guy have to do with the show?
It's almost as if I don't want to talk to you.
balloon
He's
seller.
going to make...
I am going into battle, And I need only your strongest balloons.
Your strongest balloons.
I have
Okay.
the balloon man because he's perfected the style of the signature on the board, you see. He's going to make balloon sculptures.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna have to go to the Magadama.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Zach's confession. No, okay.
Maybe that's...
Right.
No, I'm not going to read it. I can't see it. I can't read.
You can't make me read.
I've lost my glasses. I cannot read a thing.
I can't read while I'm also trying to see things. Okay, well let's just do a little just do
A little save there.
do
Let's-
the save now and
let's
then
see.
talk.
Talkie.
9.
9.
9.
You spines. All right then.
Ask what you will. You'll get nothing from me.
I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened.
For 7 long years, I have endured. Now, finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our trope within my grasp.
Sorry to do this, Valent.
Are you really?
But right now, I need answers.
I don't think I believe you.
I think I'll start by dropping a bomb.
Well, that certainly would shake
Phoenix!
things up.
nuke him from orbit.
Phoenix!
It's the only way to be sure.
That should shake things up. Valent, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this.
So what? Transfer. Is it the transfer?
Oh yeah, the transferal of rights.
Yeah.
Take that!
And what might that be? I see it bears the Grammary seal.
I should have brought this to your attention sooner. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast.
But what is this?
A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnify's miracles.
What? Zach Grammary? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter?
Trucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days.
Preposterous! Zach is gone. Vanished into the void.
This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this.
Wow. Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead?
You're not the only one with that problem.
But he shot Magnify. Yes, it was Zach. It was. And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness.
Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say if you could prove Zach Grammary shot Magnify. Was that why you testified?
Yes! My way out! It should have been my way out.
Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valent. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnify Grammary?
Is that the confession?
Is that where the confession?
Yeah, the confession.
I'm just confused because he didn't.
Take that! I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zach Grammary wrote one more thing before passing on.
This is a confession.
In which he admits to the killing of Magnify Grammary. See? All according to your plan.
I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet, it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself.
Zach wrote this right in front of me. After I explained your situation to him.
MG.
I am wondering what the play is here.
Yeah, I'm pretty confused too.
I am as well.
I'm pretty confused 3. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies.
Yes, it's my opinion that Zach Gramarye killed no one.
Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. 2 received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes.
So he vanished to protect me, his partner. A stirring tale, 'tis true.
Did you shoot Magnifi Gramarye in the forehead?
Like I'm going to tell you. If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifi's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed hold of me.
I knew it. So Valid Gramarye did kill the great Magnifi.
Oh, so sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot the sheriff. It was not I who shot my mentor.
What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it?
Magnifi killed himself, perhaps.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, I was
Was it La Mirror?
maybe.
Oh,
There
what?
wasn't another disciple, was there?
Oh, what, you
Thalassa.
think because the mistake?
I don't know.
Well, he didn't say anything about her. I mean, I suppose we don't know.
We don't know what's happened to her yet. Like, we don't know her whole shtick yet.
Hmm. I don't
There's lots of stuff to figure out.
Yeah, and I suppose it. Oh, for God's sake, Taylor! I suppose it can't have been. It can't have been Magnifi himself, I guess, because then he'd be like holding one of the guns. Or I guess unless he did, and then one of them came in, and it was like, "Oh my God!" and so they came in and cleaned the scene up, or did some, I don't know. Could be all sorts of things. There
wasn't another disciple, was there?
But then this comment does make it seem like there were 3 magicians. Another disciple, such as.
I don't know. Knack and talent Gramarye, maybe?
Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valent received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night, and if only Pete had read the text and advanced the text, then we wouldn't have been having this silly conversation about Magnifi killing himself. But here we are, alas. I don't suppose you've figured it out by now?
Oh, if it wasn't Zach or Valent who shot, or if it wasn't Zach or Valent who shot Gramarye, or Magnifi, rather,
Gramarye could have been anything.
then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means. But wait, you don't mean.
Yes.
Oh.
If only Pete had advanced the text a bit further again. Surprise!
Oh, that's like.
Yes.
Ooh.
The great Magnifi Gramarye himself. He is also a magician.
No, I know, but it's just like, just the thought of like they've got the gun to your forehead because he's shot in the forehead.
Yep.
I imagine holding the gun would be a bit fiddly, trying to
Maybe.
hold it there. Like you'd put it to the side of your head, surely.
You would have thought, but then it's more difficult to frame someone.
I suppose. Jumping hell. Okay.
Suicide. It was a suicide.
So Magnifi Gramarye committed suicide?
You find it hard to believe?
A little, yeah. To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility.
So we were. Why the frick? Cough, thanks. So we were thinking about it being Thalassa, but wasn't this was after what had happened though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So-
Well, that was what he was blackmailing them all with.
Yeah.
It is.
I can't think of why Thalassa would do it.
Well,
I don't know. when they were talking about another disciple, I mean, she was the third one in their act.
Yes,
so
no, I
that
get,
was-
but at that point, the mistake, like the misfire had happened, right? So she will presumably have lost her memory and everything then.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Because we're presuming that it's the misfire that caused her to lose her sight and memory.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, well,
It's a
we
lot-
should probably
I guess
advance
we're
the
making
text.
a lot of assumptions.
I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility.
When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. Even though I arrived after Zach, and I testified to the idea that it was his fault, he appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him. But when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me.
So you spoke with Magnifi Grammary.
Yes, and this is why I knew what had to be done. Magnifi transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zach Grammary, not me.
I see. Then I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it.
You owe me no apology.
Huh?
My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder.
What? Your crime?
Forgery.
Is Valid Grammary confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder?
You see, I knew the 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnifi's plan.
He wanted to die by one of your hands?
Little did I expect it to have anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart.
The demon.
Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnifi. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime.
What?
That night, I prepared something before going into Magnifi's hospital room.
Which was...
IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. I'd seen it on TV. If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan.
But you didn't shoot him.
I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnifi called me back. Oh no. I am sorry, Valent. I'm giving my magic to Zach, not you. I think it was something like that. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. It was something like that. I left the room. And then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot.
Magnifi Grammary. Killing himself.
Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zach killed him. He was the one. Frame him, and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I'd brought.
So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnifi died and you framed Zach for his murder.
As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed? Truly?
That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe. But
Yes?
I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valent. Thank you.
It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything I could. No, only when I had lost everything could I make my decision.
You're going to turn yourself in?
My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts.
I understand.
I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zach Gramarye was alive.
Well, not anymore.
And now it occurs to me. What if he was not the only one who survived?
What do you mean?
You see, now that I think about it, I realize that we never saw proof of her demise. How can he possibly not know that Lamarore is Thalassa?
Well, she's got her face veiled, I guess.
Not a full face. And like it's on the posters.
I mean,
and stuff.
she's Clark Kented it, hasn't she? She's put the veil on, and it's completely changed her features to everyone else's eyes.
I guess. I kind of feel like you'd look at her and go, huh, she looks kind of similar.
I feel if
He's also seen her up close.
This is also the same series where Luke took a look at the picture of young Espella and Darklo and was like, I wonder who these girls are.
Well, that was a spin-off, but I take the point.
Yeah, I mean, like if they were both in love with her, I guess. But like, I know Zach made the point of like that he loved her eyes, so I feel like he would have known it was her. Maybe.
This
maybe
is the part
Valen
where Valent is like, that is the problem. The entire time I knew her, I never once looked at her face.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I could imagine.
But I did love her.
I could imagine that because Valent is kind of a bit self-centered,
Yes.
so I could imagine him not paying attention. I mean, I know she was married to Zach as well, so it would be a bit. I don't know.
Well, it's not stopped him wanting her, though, has it, I suppose? He's
Well,
been a
no.
bit. I realized that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body.
Her?
The mind races, and the mouth flaps on. My apologies. Forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I meet my partner, Zach Gramarye.
About that.
Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake.
Yeah, about that.
I am glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you.
Yeah.
Zach Gramarye, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver. And the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good. Find a Keyblade. It would involve paying that man a visit.
Oh no. Not Brushel.
Larry Butts.
Or
Kristoph. Not
Kristoph.
Kristoph, yeah.
It's obviously Kristoph.
Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christopher Gavin is currently occupied.
Christopher?
Wait, did it just say Kristoph?
Yeah,
It
it's
did, indeed.
Kristoph.
His name is Kristoph, yeah.
Oh,
Kristoph.
Kristoph her. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well. Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment.
Is it Meekins? Is that
My apologies to the guard. But there's something I need to see.
Yeah, okay, now we've got the chance to.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the
Look at
letter.
the
We wanted
letter.
to look at the
Yeah.
That's a
the
really...
yellow envelope.
I know. I'm just, like, surprised by the very large space we can touch.
There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender is true Misham. I was right! When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope, I heard it was left at the crime scene. If this is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote, there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Here goes.
And the stamp.
How does he reach it? How did he reach? Has he got like a big cane?
Let's see if this atroquinine spray finds anything.
So we're gonna go start. Oh, okay. I can't just spray quickly. All right.
No.
Da, 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 da.
So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, all right. No mistaking it. His last letter was sent to Kristoph Gavin.
The interview request came, like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you. So, please release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write later with a report.
Gotcha.
Drew Misham.
Curse? Spell you put on my daughter? Oh,
I mean, is it
God.
related to the magic talisman that lets her go outside?
Well, the nail varnish bottle.
Yeah. Finally. Decisive evidence! What's this? A burglar? In jail?
Oh, I suppose was the door open?
Guess so.
Gavin! I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin! There's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin?
Yada yada.
There are no known survivors of atroquinine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope.
Oosh.
Okay, I'll be leaving now, then. Right. Wait.
What? Aren't you going to give me my letter back?
Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter?
No.
It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks.
Oh!
Whoa! What is this?
What is happening?
Oh, he had a camera in his beanie!
Oh,
in his freaking beanie!
What? Oh my God!
It was a camera.
The whole time.
Wow.
The camera was there the whole time.
Holy shoot.
We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can.
Oh
Pete,
boy!
Sarah, and to a lesser
Oh,
degree,
boy.
Taylor.
To a lesser degree, Taylor.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! I sure can't wait to bomb some Dodongos!
We still don't know about Thalassa. What is... Ooh, it's killing me.
Oh, you're back already. I kind of figured you'd go. Welcome to court.
This looks a little different than I remember.
7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Which you must decide. If the defendant, Vera Misham,
Is the defendant.
innocent? Oh, is. Wow. Is the defendant, Vera Misham, innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin?
Mm.
Okay, preparations complete. Oh, right, okay, we click it. Sorry.
Clicky click.
Something inside me.
Rising. Surfacing.
Apollo.
I don't know. It could be. Something important lost long ago. It's close now. So close.
Apollo, you're talking to yourself again?
Huh? What? No, it's nothing.
What happened to your voice?
I thought that was internal.
Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Hey, you know something, guys? I had this really weird dream that it was like there was this younger version of me, and he spoke with this really weird accent.
Yeah, I think
I don't know what all that was about.
I think I know what you're talking about. Was it some kind of shared dream or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been.
I guess-
Oh well. Prosecution's ready to rock.
Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant, Vera Misham's condition?
Acute atroquinine poisoning. According to her physician, she could die at any time.
Oh,
great.
Wow.
Which will save the court a few bucks when we inevitably have to execute her. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today.
What? You can't put her on trial without her being here.
It is unusual.
You should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them.
That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try.
A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on.
Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be canceled.
What?
I'm not gonna let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time.
Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done.
Objection! But Vera was poisoned with atroquinine! 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 The exact same poison that took her father's life!
And while that is a suitable amount of dramatic irony, it is not evidence in this case. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
That is
Since it is rather hard to come by. Oh, wow, where did that come from?
What the hell?
Mr. Sticky Prince is going all weird.
It's like that dream.
What dream?
The dream that we all shared, remember?
I didn't get a dream.
You didn't dream it?
No.
Wow, you're so lucky.
Well,
He sounded awful.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, shucks, I'm so sad I missed that.
I can hear you whispering.
It would
over
have
there.
really shattered the illusion you have of him being a handsome prince.
I never said he was handsome. I said he was
You did. You said he was a
What?
handsome, stinky
but,
prince.
But just now I only said stinky prince.
Yeah, but I'm referring to what you've been calling him up until now this entire time.
Shut up, Polly. I
Ouch.
hate it when you're right.
She hated him for he spoke the truth.
Shut up.
That is true.
In other words, I see no need for further discussion.
Yeah.
We could have had our verdict yesterday.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone the verdict.
I'd say he's full of crap, Your Honor.
Oh,
No. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer.
If that's so, then you have to prove something.
Oh, I've always got something to prove. I'm the defense.
She was in court giving her testimony before us.
Oh.
Boom. How do you propose her killer poisoned her?
The nail polish, because she was chewing a nail.
Yeah.
Oh!
I was trying to think how to link the nail polish because the nail polish is significant because Klavier had it. It was in the room. Like we've seen it several times. Like there is a significance to this. And then there you go.
Well,
I've
just been sat here thinking, like, how did they poison her? Because it's like she didn't like have anything. She had a sketchbook, and then it's like, and then that pose. It's like, oh, the nail varnish. She's chewing her nails.
What I'm trying to figure out is why the hell Kristoph is inserting himself in all of this. Like, what's his relation to this case and to Thalassa and all them?
Who knows?
Which I'm sure we'll eventually find out.
He's the other lover.
If only we were to advance the text.
How do you suppose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was.
Your brother.
Now, I'm going to be honest, it's going to sound a lot like conjecture, but we will get there.
The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to the court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned.
Okay, I've got two things to prove here. Who did it, and how? Which to hit first? I think
So
how.
how.
How, because we definitely
Yeah.
know, Hang on a minute. Yeah, we definitely have the evidence here.
Well, I was saying, going like, deep diving straight in with who is going to be like, no, not a chance, not my brother,
I
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus first on the method used.
Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin?
Not a bottle or a container of the poison was found in the defendant's body.
I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown.
Objection, Your Honor! It is in fact known by myself.
Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Misham?
Take that!
What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designs that a hand.
You're hilarious,
That
Your
was
Honor.
so funny, Your Honor.
Got him.
Wow. You should take up a career in comedy. I
Well, thank you.
think the sarcasm...
Is that
Go on.
nail polish? It's colorless. Ah.
Yeah, it's obviously top coat. Something the matter?
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, have you perhaps seen this somewhere?
No, I'm not sure why you would think that.
So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it?
No. As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish.
Nail polish?
Ugh. It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails?
Well, no, Mrs. Judge hasn't cared about her appearance for the past 50 years.
Oh! Ouch.
She sort of peaked. And it's just been a plateau from there. It's just gone down.
You never notice anything, do you?
But my wife has red nails. I see, so she's been painting them all this time.
Oh my God, Judge.
What, you thought she just had red nails? That sounds normal.
Let's recall yesterday's trial. Please, anything
Yeah,
to
I would get us off
anything
of
to
this
move
topic
on.
really quick.
Anything to move on from this travesty. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court?
Court is now back in session.
Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails? Oh!
Prosecutor Gavin, when the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails?
Bailiff! Have them check the defendant's nails at once! Mr. Justice!
What? I'm not some kind of Nancy boy. Why am I checking the nails?
Because I said so! Get out there!
But, lads are gonna I'm never
And
gonna
if
hear
you
the
make
end of
that
this
kind
one.
of remark again, I'm going to put you in contempt of court.
Oi!
You make sure you check those nails good. You hear me?
Yes, Mr. Kent.
Thanks.
Yes?
Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish?
Yes. I think I do.
That bottle belongs to Vera Misham?
Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this?
No, just checking.
It sure seems like you might know.
I think he's getting extra stinky because he's sweating a
Extra
lot.
stinky. Yeah,
Extra stinky,
it probably
handsome prince.
absolutely reeks over on the prosecution side
yeah,
of the
I
court.
thought it was a bad smell.
Mr. Justice,
Yes?
you are about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish.
I mean, that's the idea.
Please dispense with the chatter.
Sorry.
Realize the weight of this accusation. Here, let me show you.
He's just like,
On this diagram.
understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time.
Then let us ask. Who poisoned Vera Misham via her nail polish?
Oh, look, it's conveniently
Spark
already
Brushel.
selected.
Klavier, no.
Kristoph. Take that!
What's this? Kristoph Gavin?
Objection! What's your game? My bra. There's no. Or my bro. Sorry, it's just weird. My bro. There's no way he could do a thing like that. You should know that better than anyone else.
Indeed. He is behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did.
What?
Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago, or perhaps it was 7 years ago.
It could be you. It
could
could
be
be me.
But Kristoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so.
Wait a minute, which one?
That face. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing.
No, it doesn't.
Kristoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all.
Boosh. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Kristoph Gavin from jail as a special witness.
Fine.
We're going to special
I've known
summon
for
him.
some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of
We're
this.
going to special summon him from the graveyard
Oh.
into attack position. It's
A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Kristoph Gavin take the stand, and we'll see if the light will defeat the darkness or the darkness will defeat the light.
Hell yeah! Sorry. I thought that was in my mind.
Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness.
What did the last servant die of? Jesus.
The last servant, as you put it, is on nail polish duty.
Oh, right.
Now get your ass out of here and get down and bring him here.
Well, you don't have to speak like that. All right, then I'll go get him.
Witness is Kristoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. Hello.
Bonjour.
Oh, Your Honor. How nice to see you again.
I can't say the same thing. It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
Excuse me.
It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. Solitary? Solitary.
Solitary. Yeah, I mean,
In fact, it's never.
I think you already know, Mr. Kristoph Gavin.
No, I don't, Mr. Apollo Justice. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself.
Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss?
Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it.
I mean, why is it so easy for the British? Does this bottle look familiar?
No.
Ariadne?
Yeah. Ariadne nail polish?
Ariadne.
Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear.
She's not dead yet!
And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste in nail polish.
Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Misham was poisoned.
Atraquinine, was it?
You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin.
I've got nothing better to do.
Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Klavier. So, maybe you can explain this? Gah. You're being accused again. By him. Again. Ah, and you agree with his accusation, do you?
I feel this is a conflict of interest here. I feel this shouldn't happen.
Said no judge in an Ace Attorney game ever.
I'm just imagining like
Listen,
this.
ethically speaking, it probably shouldn't, but I'm just so damn curious. I can't stop it now.
I'm just imagining like the lawyer guy who reacts to like clips of Ace Attorney.
Oh, legal eagle.
Legal
Yeah,
Eagle, all right.
yeah, and just imagining this coming up and him just like, I'm sorry, what?
Maybe.
Let's hold a proper trial, shall we?
Are you saying that all the previous trials up to this point haven't been proper trials?
It's just a practice
But,
run.
but people have been dying. People have been executed.
That sounds like a them problem.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sounds like a skill, yeah.
Kristoph Gavin, your testimony, please.
I'd be delighted.
The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant Vera Misham. Please testify on this matter to the court.
What are they going to do? Throw me in jail again?
Going to put me into jail.
Jail.
Type 2 prison.
What, and I don't collect £200?
They say they're going to throw the book at me. I've got so many.
Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make.
And that's it.
I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear.
I am going to be honest. The fact that it's taken so long, like, because the implication is that he must have. He gave it to her forever ago because she kept it as like a good luck charm, right? Mm-hmm. So, but the idea that it's been poisoned this whole time is a bit wild to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's what we need to figure out.
The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself.
Because if she'd had the poison for that much time, then how did she not poison herself before? And wouldn't that have...
That is a good question. I mean, again, and I'm sure the thing is, her dad might have suspected, but then couldn't take it away from her because then she wouldn't feel safe. So he was probably, the spell was probably him asking Gavin or Kristoph to, I don't know, take the bottle away and replace it with the one that wasn't poisoned.
Maybe.
Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too.
Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely.
Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice?
Wouldn't it be like super weird if it turned out that Vera used the nail polish as a glue for the stamp? The stamp didn't actually have any glue on it.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, that obviously can't be the thing, because obviously, what's his name? Drew obviously licked the stamp, and that's
Yeah.
what killed him. So that's obviously not the case. I'm just.
Spoilers.
What are you talking about? It's in the past.
Or she thought it was glue, and then inadvertently, because she thought it was glue, put it on the stamp, and then indirectly killed her father.
Yeah, but why would he lick the stamp afterwards if she thought it was glue?
Like the commemorative one. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm saying it's probably a stupid thought.
Oh,
that I had.
right.
Not
Oh.
from you. I had the thought originally. You're just you're just adding to it. But I think my original thought was perhaps just stupid.
Yeah. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Kristoph Gavin, my ex-boss.
That's correct.
But I know he poisoned the Mishams.
Incorrect.
Will you shut up? The question is, when could he have done it?
Never.
Not to mention, why? Gotta use my magic ring, my magic bracelet, my magic wrist ring.
Oh, it does have the.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be on the statement where he said he doesn't know them.
Yeah, I would have
Maybe.
thought.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father. She poisoned. Oh yes, when he's doing the frickin' Gendo Ikari pose. Right. Well, let's do a little safety save.
Yeah, it could be that one.
Okay, I'm gonna use my magical power. Oh, the eyes.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the eyes.
But I also kind of feel like the eyes might be relevant. I feel like the eyes are gonna be his tell though, but let's see. Oh,
Ooh. Ouch. It's quite the
interesting.
scar.
His scar vibrates.
Oh!
Oh!
Whoa!
It
Whoa!
pretty much
Whoa,
does,
whoa.
actually.
Oh,
Did you
I'm
see it?
sorry,
Was
what?
that a freaking face?
That was a skull. What the actual...
The actual F.
That,
What the
that
hell?
is some horror movie shit right there, Gabble! Oh my god!
I don't like that.
That is...
Gotcha!
That is awful! Oh my god!
I'm sorry, but who the hell has a skull in their hand?
Like, I think, has he had
Skull
some...
hands McGillicuddy?
Like a skull
Has,
face.
has he, like, had some body modifications or something?
It's not freaking cyberpunk.
By God, like, he is pure evil.
He was actually possessed. I mean, to be fair, it could be a spirit trying to get out. We've not.
I mean-
we've had weirder things in Ace Attorney.
I mean, Vera mentioned the devil, so...
Oh,
I'm just
actually.
curious how Apollo is going to describe this to the judge. He's like, no, listen, Your Honor, for real. There's like a skull face that appears on his hand when he's lying. I'm not crazy.
I'm sorry,
Young
what?
man, I believe you need to go outside, touch some grass, and get some fresh air. Good night.
It was you who killed Drew Misham.
A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright.
Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news.
What?
I'm sorry.
Apollo?
Yeah?
Apollo, you do realize how crazy you sound right now.
Look, Trucy, you can see it too, right? You can perceive things. Didn't you see it? It was terrifying.
No.
Are you serious?
I saw a
Your Honor, it
skull.
appears that the defense over there is seeing things and little devils and
No!
everything. Are we sure that he's actually good to stand trial?
Vera
Because
said that-
I'm a little
But
concerned.
Vera said that he was the devil.
Oh, yes.
Oh!
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a very good callback, Pete. I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
Well done.
I do remember occasional things. Oh, what's
I said the devil thing.
what? Just now?
Yeah, I said, like, Vera called him the devil.
Then let's hand it over
No,
to Sarah.
it's okay.
No, but don't be like that because I didn't catch you saying it.
I mean, Vera mentioned the devil, so
Oh
I'm just
actually.
curious how.
it's okay.
When did you? Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, Sarah got.
Well, Pete and Sarah both get credit. I sure as hell didn't remember.
Yeah. She refers to him as the devil.
Yeah, I do remember.
Well, she said for a second he was so nice, but for a second she saw the devil.
yeah.
I was thinking back to when she was talking with Klavier, and she was like, I'm sure
Freaked
she
out by
mentioned
him.
it there as well. I think.
And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty?
Actually, in this case, yes.
I mean,
but-
if they've got chuffing tells like that, then Christ.
yeah, that's not a tell so much as it is a scream from the rooftops.
Oh, yeah.
And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too?
Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man.
There was Kaito there for a second. Sorry.
Sorry. No. Yeah. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth.
Phrasing.
What? Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th.
He was killed. You killed him.
killed.
Killed.
While I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, I don't know what is.
But you found a way all the same. And I found it too. This is how you poison Mr. Misham.
The letter.
Yeah, I guess the stamp or the the letter posted. I suppose that with it being posted by Drew Misham.
Yeah.
Take that! No.
No.
My. And here I thought you'd come so far.
Pooh. Oh,
You didn't save it either.
well, I couldn't save it at that moment. No, we need to keep our perfect record, don't we? Can I? Actually, what about the cross-examination? Sorry, the autosave there.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yes. Was he fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more
Was he
than one
fond
way
of
to
nail
poison
polish
a
too?
man.
Was he fond
You
of nail
don't-
polish too?
You don't need nail polish to get in someone's mouth. Then I must be
very talented indeed.
You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th while I was already in
Well,
my
I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is.
But you found a way all the same, and I found it too.
Oh!
This is how you poison Mr. Misham!
Why is it turned into a musical all of a sudden?
Because why not? Take that! I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. That's a face. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter.
I mean, that seems like a normal British gentleman face, honestly.
Atroquinine. Atroquinine was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin.
So, I am to understand this stamp was the murder weapon.
Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell.
Boom. Got him.
That is all, Your Honor.
Mic drop noise.
Order! 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 Poison on the back of that stamp?
After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright.
Daddy?
That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him.
What?
My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness.
Ouch. Oof.
You!
I like that little bit of emphasis on uselessness
Yeah,
there. That was
yeah.
good. That was good.
Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushel's testimony.
Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something.
His desk drawer?
His desk drawer. Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote.
He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp.
What are you getting at?
That he didn't use that stamp. What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that he used it that night.
That would seem to be the case.
Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence.
He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Oh, shoot. I've just realised.
I thought for
I'm
sure.
like looking over it, so that's why I keep pausing. I'm like looking at Sarah. I'm like,
why
Sarah?
are you staring at me?
Sarah?
Oh.
I'm like, Sarah?
But couldn't he have persuaded him to use the stamp?
Without that, he could. So without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. But could he have planned the murder?
Who knows? We're going to have to find out next time. I was just trying to give you a bonus there, Gav. I was just so confused.
I don't think she was. I think Sarah was super engrossed,
I
though.
was engrossed.
I think
sorry.
I agree. I think Sarah was engrossed and she
I
forgot
did. I'm just.
her duty.
I'm just sat
You
here with
said
like my
duty.
phone on my lap, just like, and Pete's just like,
I'm like looking
hello,
over, like,
hello.
Sarah.
I'm like,
Sarah?
why are you looking? I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Like, what is happening?
Look, I could have just said the thing, but then you'd have gone, but it's my job.
Well, and I could have said the thing, but then Pete would have said, "Oh, that's Sarah's
Oh my
job."
god.
And then Sarah could have done it, and none of us would have said anything because it is her job.
Thanks for tuning in and watching, everybody.
We're tired if you
If you
can't
do
tell.
like what we do, please consider giving us a like.
Oh no!
Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell.
No. Look at what's
please.
happened.
I'm sorry for my tone.
She's turning into Kristoph.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye.
See you later, guys.
See ya in the next one.
And remember, everyone, be careful with what stamps you lick, because you never know when the letter you send might be your last.
Excuse me, Kristoph, people don't really send letters anymore. They just kind of use email.
What?
Yeah, that's the whole letter thing, the snail mail, it's just kind of a sort of an anachronism, really, especially in the future.
Well, that you've just ruined my whole bit.